ProPass. I'm here to give you directions, miss. You just tell me where you want to go today.
The Uminska campaign headquarters are located off the ProPass Souk, next to the temple. Where's the ProPass synagogue?
Salam Shalom Howdy! The ProPass synagogue is located in the Souk, also known as the Shuk. That sure is confusing. Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shooting crow cowboy to give you directions to anywhere in ProPass, you just call on the Crow Boy.
Who is that? Do I know him?
The new dream machine by Baijiu opens up a world of greetings, consumer. You are looking absolutely radiant today. May I have a minute of your time to tell you about the new Baijiu dream machine?
Ugh, annoying. Go away, leave me alone, and never come back.
Unable to comply with request? Please contact Wati Corp Customer Relations for a complete list of compatible interactions. Requests for sexual favors will be logged and reported to the appropriate authorities. Wati Corp ad bots do not talk dirty or perform fellatio. Wati Corp ad bots will also not commit murder unless authorized to do so. Requests for a person, animal, or bot to be assassinated will be logged and reported to the appropriate authorities.
Stand up against our corporate overlords!
What are you looking for? Salam. How can I say? Anything in particular you're looking for? Just let me know. You can look, but you cannot touch. Touching is not. You touch it, you go. Looking for organic neural interfaces? Huh? Replacement organs? Gene-modded goats? Fine carpets? Whatever you need, just let me know. Everything. Very special. Just take your time. My wares hold up to close inspection. Farewell, my friend.
Do I know her? Sure, I know her from somewhere.
Peace. You in the market for some augmentations? I'm not saying they're legal. I'm not saying they're safe. I'm not even saying they're reliable. What I'm saying is this. Do you feel you've fulfilled your full potential? Hear me out. The Corps don't want your weapon to match theirs. Why would they? They want to have the upper hand, retain the edge, sport the most sophisticated way. Keep the consumers in check, you know? But you look like someone who's ready for that next step. Broaden your horizons, expand your mind, experiment with the post-physical. The Dream Machine. Fuck the Dream Machine! The Dream Machine is a dead end. True transcendence lies in wetware augmentations. Look, I can't make any promises. Brain damage is possible, perhaps even likely, but that's evolution for you. Constant experimentation, failure after failure, until one day, bam. you scramble your brains, rewire your neurons in just the right way. Think about it. Immortality is within our grasp. We can become gods, but to get anywhere we need pioneers. Do you want to be a sheep, or do you want to be the shepherd? Just think about it. Are you thinking about it? You should be thinking about it. My offer won't stand forever.
So sorry.
Not again. When did this happen?
Hey, Sissy. Last night, the Fashos even saluted the camera. Bloody Omegas. Think they're untouchable.
Do you need any help?
With this, I got it. There's more important things for you to do.
You should get a decommissioned military drone from Mira. Go ballistic on their asses. Yeehaw! Yeah, that'd teach her.
Behind this sweet facade lurks a lioness. It's tempting, but then we'd have to deal with the eye as well. I'll just keep cleaning up the mess until Constantine's goons admit defeat. Oh, by the way, Sissy, did you see the update? Aish! 2 points! Not bad. Not bad. Our biggest jump in weeks. 2 points! That's something to celebrate. Uminska invited all the managers to join her tonight in Warsaw for the live feed.
You going?
If I finish up in time, of course. When did I ever say no to a party? How was Trieste? I think I see a tan.
Good. They have this thing in the sky. I don't know what it's called. It's big and yellow and made of fire, and it's super hot. So awesome.
I remember the sun from Botswana. They have that there too. But it's much bigger and much nicer.
Meh, you're such a warm dusher, Baruti. Who needs the sun when you have the clammy, sticky heat of Propast in July? So what's the plan, Stan?
Today, there's delicate work to do. Do you know Queenie?
Queenie? No, I don't think... Wait. The Babka on the boat, out by the bricks?
That's her. Teta Queenie basically runs the Chinese market. She's the only one who dares stand up to Mr. London. When you meet Queenie, you'll understand. Everyone in the bricks respects her. Everyone in Propast. And that's why you're going to talk to her.
Me? Baruti, you're so much better at this than me.
Even if that's true, I can't. I'm meeting with some local business owners from the Shuk. I need to stay put. Pay Queenie our respects. Let her know that she's a friend to the party and that we're very happy with how she runs things. Ask if there's anything we can do for her.
And... I'm sensing an and. There's always an and.
Ask her for her support and endorsement. It will have a big impact on our campaign in this barrio.
So that's all. Beg one of the most powerful people in Propass for a favor.
That's all, Sissy. Easy, yeah? Oh, and you might need this.
Cryptocoin? What for? I have monies.
Have you ever shopped in the bricks, Sissy? Folks there aren't too fond of traceable funds. They prefer plata, cash, not credit, and no banks.
Maybe I won't jump into the river from sheer embarrassment of making an ass of myself.
Makoya! When you come back, we're done for the day. I have a party to get ready for.
Baruti might be the happiest man in Europolis. Nothing ever gets him down. He's like a human robot of happiness. I admire Baruti. He has so much passion and enthusiasm for his job. For life. We're a bit too different to be close friends, but he's a joy to work with. Baruti Mafane, my campaign manager and Leia Uminska's biggest fan. There's nothing he wouldn't do for her. She's lucky to have him.
What's on your mind, Sissy?
I don't think I ever asked Baruti how he ended up working for Leia Uminska and the Social Democrats. How did you end up working on the campaign?
Just a happy accident. I was working for a charity in Dresden, a support network for homeless teens. I'd only been in Europolis a couple of months. I was still learning the ropes. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. One day, Uminska got in touch, asking how she could be of assistance to our charity. She'd just been elected leader of the party. We got to talking. She told me about her campaign. Of course, I was an arrogant ass. I told her everything I thought they were doing wrong. Humility wasn't in my blood back then. Afterwards, I figured, well, that's the last I'll ever hear from her. 2 weeks later, I get an offer from her campaign manager. They want me to join her team in Gdansk.
That must have been a good feeling.
I was scared, Sissy. I left Botswana because I was tired of doing things just for myself. I came to Europolis to help others, maybe do some good, for once. And now, suddenly, here I was, part of a movement to change the world. I wasn't prepared for it, but I couldn't say no. And I haven't for a single moment regretted that decision.
Baruti always speaks so warmly of Uminska. He must be her biggest and most loyal supporter. I don't think I can ever really understand that kind of dedication, especially when it comes to politics. It's impressive, almost humbling. How well do you know Uminska?
I've known her for several years, professionally. It's not like we're friends. Although she did take me out to dinner once, to thank me for my help. She's guarded, not the warmest person in the world. I think that's where we need to improve. Help her to open up and be more human. Get voters to see the person behind the mask. I really do think she's the right person to run Europolis. And not just because the alternatives are so disturbing.
Every time I watch Konstantin Wolf speak, I get the shivers. The bad ones.
They don't call him Kaiser Konstantin for nothing. And Leia, Miss Uminska, she knows him better than most. She has to constantly stand up to him and his hooligans. She has to deal with incessant insults and slandering without sinking to his level. I don't envy her that position. She's not perfect. No one is. But she is the person in the world I respect the most, and I will follow her through thick and thin, to the very end. I owe her that.
Konstantin Wolf is Uminska's biggest opponent, and Baruti's nemesis. I don't know what he'd do if Wolf won the election. Probably leave and head back south. Are you worried Wolf could win?
Of course I'm worried. He is a snake. Slippery and venomous. Wolf is a populist, a nationalist, a fascist. He claims he represents the people, but he only represents himself. And, of course, the corporations that are secretly backing his campaign.
I thought Wolf was anti-corporate. That's what he says in the ads.
That man has a lot of plunder. Millions being channeled into his campaign. Where do you think that's coming from? He has the support of some very powerful people. The same people he bad-mouths in his manifestos.
I don't understand.
It's a show, Sissy. The corporate syndicate knows that Dieter Gross and the Alliance have lost any shred of authority and trust. They made a mistake there, and it's hurt them. With Wolf, they have a new strategy. He pretends to distance himself from the corps in order to represent the working people. He will berate the corps, claim that he's going to clean things up, put power back into the hands of the proletariat, but the truth is, he is even more in the pocket of the syndicate than Dieter Gross and the Blues. It's a brilliant strategy, as long as they can control him.
And you don't think they can?
I think he's more dangerous than they have reckoned with. He's two-faced, manipulative. Once he's clawed his way into power, he's capable of anything. He's created a cult of personality around himself. A very calculated fictional narrative that appeals to a lot of voters unhappy with the state of Europolis. The only thing we can do is try to expose his lies. And
What?
I think I found something. I've been doing a lot of digging. Back in Botswana, I have connections high up in Bokamba Mesa. Family connections. There might be evidence of BM funneling funds into Constantine's campaign, maybe even directly into his personal account. And if that's the case, we might finally have some real dirt on Kaiser Constantine. At the very least, it would make people question his integrity and honesty. If we're lucky, maybe even enough evidence for a criminal investigation.
I hope you're being careful, Baruti.
I am. Once I have concrete evidence, I'm giving it to your man, Riza. He can do the story, expose Wolf and his lies.
I'm sure the Hand will be very interested. But Baruti, please just stay low, okay? Kaiser Constantine is evil.
He is. And this is exactly why we have to fight him. We cannot back down, Sissi. To do so would be dishonest and cowardly.
I don't know much about Baruti and his life before we started working together. We've been friendly, but he knows a lot more about me than I do about him. And I am curious. What did you do before you came to Europolis?
I was a lawyer. Can you believe it? Corporate law even. Eish.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
I was good too. I managed the family's trust in Johannesburg. My older brothers run things from Francistown, Gaborone, and the City of London.
How many brothers do you have?
4. And 3 sisters. We are 8 altogether. Same father, different mothers.
You're the youngest?
Youngest boy. I have 2 younger sisters. Twins. They aren't involved in the family business. But my older sister, Lesedi, is. We don't speak. She did not approve of my change of heart.
What happened?
What can I say? I finally saw what I was doing with my life. Existing only for myself. Obsessed with money, power, status. Also, I didn't agree with some of the investments we were making. The lack of ethics. So, one day I left it all behind. My job, my family, my fiancée. I had to make a clean break. It was too easy to simply fall back into the good life. I had to learn to struggle.
You don't miss them?
Every day, Sissi. Every day. I speak to Gosego from time to time, my second oldest brother, and the twins, of course. But the rest? They were disappointed and angry. They didn't understand. Never will.
7 siblings. Impressive work. I can't even begin to relate. Makes me wish I'd had siblings growing up. Well, I did. I just never knew. I can understand how he'd miss them all, especially the twins. Sounds like they were close. What do your younger sisters do?
Ah, the twins! They are wonderful, Sissi. You'd like them. They also jumped ship. Left the family business, but I don't think father ever expected them to be a part of it. They live in Ireland now.
They're neo-Luddites.
Anarcho-primitives.
Cool. A friend from uni went feral for a few years. She told me all about it after she reintegrated. Apparently, there's no trains and the tribal council forbids air traffic.
There's one old ferry that runs daily from Liverpool, but that's all. And there's no wire connection to Ireland. We don't get to talk often, unfortunately.
What about your other siblings?
They're all in the family business. Corporate lawyers, financiers, like father. My oldest sister Lesedi is second in command. When father retires, she takes the reins. He keeps a tight leash on everyone. And when he can't, he cuts you off.
Your mother too?
We see each other now and then. But to father, she was just another in a long line of baby mothers. Bought and paid for. They are separated. She shares an estate with the other ex-wives. It's an odd arrangement. But Mother knew what she was getting into. She's been well compensated. I think she's happy. In her way. Hey, what can I say? My family is crazy. Dysfunctional. It's what I wanted to escape from, Sissy. I didn't want to keep living that life. And I'm not one of them anymore.
Sounds like Baruti's been around the world and back. I'm jealous. Before the coma, I don't know. I didn't care as much. I was happy staying put. And now that I want to travel more, I can't afford it. Figures. You're lucky to have traveled a lot.
I don't know if I'd say I've traveled a lot, but I have traveled. When I was part of the family business, I regularly did business across Africa, the kingdom and the conglomerate. It made me realize how lucky I was to grow up in Botswana and South Africa. The freedom and prosperity we enjoy in the African Union, the resources, fresh air, lack of pollution. I miss that. Most of all, Africa is a paradise. And you don't think about it until you see how it is elsewhere. How people are hungry, cold, with no easy access to implants or gene therapy.
I really miss Africa. Especially when it's like this, boiling hot and humid. Does it ever get better?
Better? Never. Well, maybe for a month in spring and autumn. But winter here is bitter and wet. And in summer, it's like this every day. Not a breath of fresh air. No, you must learn to appreciate Europolis for its strengths and not compare it with home, Sisi.
Most people I know have an ambivalent relationship with Europolis, but Baruti seems to be very happy here. I wonder if that's just show. I don't get your enthusiasm for Europolis, Baruti.
You've only been here a few months, Sisi. It takes time to understand Europolis. It has a complicated, fragmented soul. Every district is its own organism. I find Propast fascinating. More so than the other districts I've lived in. Dresden, Gdansk, even Berlin. Propast has an old soul. There's a real history here. But it's also where history is being rewritten. Where the new Europe is actually happening. That's another reason why I came here for the campaign. Propast is like a barometer for Europolis as a whole. Whichever direction the wind blows in Propast, the rest often follows.
Will you stay here after the campaign is over?
I don't know what Leia and the party has planned for me, if we take office. I'm not sure my future is in politics. But I won't abandon my duty if I'm asked to serve. I'll stay in Europolis for certain, unless Wolf wins. Then, I don't know. Anything but going south. I want to keep a safe distance from father and the family business.
I should get going. There's work to do and I can't be late. Reza gets really annoyed if he's cooking and I miss dinner time. See you later, Baruti.
Okay, Sisi. I'll see you later.
They won't let anyone through those checkpoints without authorization, and to get authorization, you need to cross the checkpoints. Kafka would be so proud. More and more checkpoints each day. Soon we won't be able to go anywhere without proper papers. Checkpoint. I haven't filed the paperwork to get through there. It's the only temple in Propast. It's a lot bigger on the inside. I don't think there's a service today.
I'm a rootin', tootin', six-barrel shooting, map-toting crow cowboy. Yee-haw! I'm I'm here to give you directions, miss. You just tell me where you want to go today.
We buy takeaway down in the bricks at least once a week. Great food, and if you're lucky, you can pick up some cool stuff. If you're not so lucky, the worst junk. Can you direct me to the Chinese market?
You looking to do some shopping in the bricks? Well, shucks. Say ni hao to the Chinese market for me. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
Why be outside when you can be inside enjoying infinite selection of dreams?
I stay awake, dream on.
Constantine Wolf has your vote.
Hey, do you have a minute? You see anything you like? How much do you have to spend? I'll give you a good price. Just tell me how much you have. Great merchandise, great quality, direct from Outer Mongolia. Hello, lady. What can I get for you?
Queenie's Quintessentials. That's Queenie's shop, obviously. I'm not sure what she's selling, but it looks classy. How old can she be? 14? For someone her age, she projects a lot of authority. Should she even be working at her age? Well, who knows? She could be 30. The stuff you can get done in the shadier parts of Propast. She keeps a tight leash on who visits Queenie's boat.
Thanks for stopping by.
Good day. Welcome to Queenie's Quintessentials. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for Queenie.
Oh, the Madame's not seeing anyone at the moment. I can show you her latest creations if you'd like.
I'm not shopping. I need to speak with Queenie. Could you ask her if she has a moment?
That depends. Did you bring anything?
Bring anything? Like what?
Madame Queenie is a respected figure in this community. In order to see her, you need to show respect. A gift, something of value. Something that proves you're here to discuss important matters.
What would that be?
I'm sure you'll find something that reflects your taste and the value you place on a potential meeting with the Madame.
One little push and she's in the river. No one will know it was so... Wait. What am I thinking? You don't want to end up on Most Wanted. Well, no. This must be the sort of expensive gifts the girl was talking about. Gifts that others must have brought to get an audience with Queenie. Expensive looking. No one would miss one little item, would they? Would they? Oh, they totally would.
See anything you like?
You know, you don't have to stop here. I don't have anything to contribute. Look, I wish I had more to contribute, but I don't. I'm window dressing. It's not like I made the decision to be here or that you made a conscious choice to meet me. It's just, you know, random. Do you ever feel like you're a bit player in a bigger story? I feel like that every day. I feel so small and useless. I'm just some guy selling generic stuff in the Chinese market. I don't even know what these things are. What am I selling? Broken dreams. That's what I'm selling. Disappointment. My father's disapproval. You know, you don't have to stop and pretend you're interested. I don't have any important information. I'm not relevant. I'm just a person selling stuff. Okay? you ever feel like you're a bit player in a bigger story? I feel like that every day.
Scusi.
You're making a smart decision there.
He's selling a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sensing any sort of theme here. Just stuff.
What are you looking for? I can get you a good deal on anything you want. See anything you're interested in? I've got everything you could possibly want, as long as you want one of the things on this table.
Chinese lions. Most likely made of moon dust. I've heard that stuff causes rashes. The moon dust, not the lions. Looks like cheap liquor, but what do I know about liquor? Beer, on the other hand.
Baijiu, Chinese liquor. Looks expensive. Never tasted the stuff, above my sophistication grade. I consume cheap lager and weak tea. A bottle of Baijiu.
That bottle of liquor.
Baijiu, Chinese wine. The very best you can possibly get. This one is distilled from the rarest seeds of tear grass grown on the Himalayan slopes, with purified water from the deepest wells of Kunming and organic rice grains from Guilin.
Sounds expensive.
For you, only 20,000 yuan.
20,000? That's insane.
It's a bargain. Look, the price tag says 30,000. You're getting an incredible deal.
Well, I don't have 20,000 yuan. Can't you go any lower?
I'd be losing money if I did that. No deal. Have you changed your mind? 20,000 is an incredible bargain.
I can't afford that.
You're missing out on a good deal.
I shouldn't. I'm in a rush. Tempting, but I'm not hungry right now. I should save my appetite for dinner. Stupid dinner. They call it the Chinese market, but it's a mix of everything and everyone.
No, that's clavada, a total rip-off. Way too expensive. I'll give you 350 for it and not one kwai more.
350? Are you mocking me? That's less than what I paid. At that price, I'll be losing money. 360, and that's my final offer.
Mierda, azze. That's the price you give to strangers. How many times have I shopped here? I thought we were friends. You're disrespecting me with that price. 350.
How do you expect me to be able to feed my children, make rent, pay Mr. London for protection? 360.
350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
So can I. 360, that's my final offer.
350.
I'm
360.
not quite sure what she's
I'm not going
selling.
anywhere above 350.
I'm not
an
going
eclectic
anywhere
assortment
below
of merchandise.
360.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
You see that I'm busy with a
350.
customer. 360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
I'm getting tired just listening to him.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer. Please don't interrupt. These are delicate negotiations. 350. Can you please wait your turn? 350. So rude. 350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
Miyuan.
I'm not going anywhere
Cryptocoin.
below 360.
The preferred currency in the BRICS.
I can do this all day. 350, final offer.
So can I. 360. That's my final offer.
Oh, for God's sake. You're 10 yuan apart. You know what? I'm paying the difference. Withdraw it from my stick. Can you guys please wrap this up now?
What? How dare you?
Sorry? It's 10 yuan. That's nothing, right?
Nothing? Nothing! You understand nothing. It's not about money, it's about respect. Scheiße! Puta! You've taken my face and you stepped all over it. I have no face. Look, down there on the ground. What's that? That's my face. No, I won't lose face because of this dupa. I'm paying the full sticker price. What is it? 1,200 yuan? Here, take all of it. All of it!
You should come by more often.
That wasn't... what? What just happened?
I just made 800 from your little show. Nice work. Never mind. What can I help you with? I'll give you a very special price on anything you want. See anything you like? Whatever you want. One day only. Very special price.
Snake oil. At least they're running an honest scam. Cat. Just cat? I mean, it's a bottle containing black powder in it. Okay, whatever. Cat. This is a pretty broad definition of medicine. Ground panda? I'm just gonna guess misspelling and move on. This one contains real comet ice. How is comet ice good for your libido, real or otherwise? Ice is ice. I'm not going to ask how they produce zebra juice. There's just no good answer to that question. I don't see how a Chinese fan could stave off the summer heat and Propast. Holofilms were so cool. Put the projector in the middle of the room and the movie played all around you. Too bad they were banned. Those people who died ruined it for everyone else. Hey, they sell holofilms! Those were all the vogue when I was growing up. No one watches these things anymore, but they were awesome. Like being inside the movie. Ooh, Garfield! Oh, wait. No, this is Garfeld. A pale rip-off of the original holofilm. Start War. Backstroke of the West. Classic of new wave Chinese holofilm cinema. Journey to the West, The Journey Back East. Part 3, Westward. I used to own that one. It was very confusing. The Dark White, The Legend of the Dark. Back for great revenges. Is he ever really gone?
Baijiu, Chinese liquor. Looks expensive.
Salut? What are you having? Ahoy, Belle. Looking for some picker? Next customer? There are so many dream junkies around.
The city should do something. It's unseemly.
What they should do is ban dream machines.
Seriously? Because some people can't moderate their dream time?
Because it can't be healthy. Just look around. They're addicts. And not just the dream junkies, but regular people. I have friends who...
I really don't think the government has any right to interfere. Let the market decide. If the dream machines are bad for you, we'll find out sooner or later.
Later might be too late. They should do studies, and until they know more, restrict sales to...
I can't believe you're advocating censorship. I use the Dreamer every day, and look at me. I'm doing perfectly fine.
But...
Perfectly fine.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Can we have some privacy, please?
That bottle of, Baijiu.
You have excellent taste. Finest Chinese wine, most prestigious gift. Made with short grain rice from Wuchang and the rarest seeds of tear grass grown in the greenest vales of Inner Mongolia, with purified water from the ancient oasis of the Gobi Desert.
Sounds very familiar.
What's that?
Nothing. How much?
Since you helped me, I give you a very, very special price. It's normally 20,000 yuan, but I'll sell it to you for 5,000.
Generous, but still a bit steep. Can you give me even more of a special price?
What? Are you insane? Short grain rice from Wuchang, Mongolian tear grass, Go be well, water.
Point taken, but no thank you.
Change your mind? You won't find a bottle of wine this fine for a price this low anywhere in the bricks.
No, too expensive. How come that woman over there is selling the exact same wine for only 5,000 yuan?
What? That no good dishonest thief. We'd agreed on a special price. She's selling a cheap counterfeit made with the lowest of low-grade synthetic rice and imported space water. But I don't want you to suffer because of her dishonesty and trickery. I will sell you this bottle for 3,000 yuan.
From 20,000 to 3,000.
A special price, only for you, only today.
Still too expensive though.
That is my final offer. I'm already losing money on that. I knew you'd be back. 3,000 yuan and this bottle of the finest Baijiu is yours.
Still too much.
It's an incredible bargain.
I found another bottle of wine, same as yours but cheaper, 3,000 yuan.
What? Impossible! No one sells this wine for less than 15,000 yuan. It must be a different label.
Same exact label.
A forgery then. This is the bricks. There are forgeries everywhere. Not here, of course. I'm legal. Everything you see on this table is the real deal.
Sure, but it looked the same to me, and since I can't tell the difference...
Wait! I give it to you for 2. Can't believe I'm saying this. 2,000 yuan. You drive a hard bargain, lady. You're a good negotiator. I respect that. You got a great deal on that wine. It'll make an excellent gift. I hope you're happy that my children won't be eating tonight.
That's terrible, but I can live with it.
You're a ruthless negotiator. I respect that.
Hello again. Did you bring a suitable gift for Queenie? Did you find a gift yet?
Baijiu, Chinese liquor. A fine gift for Queenie, I hope. This is a bottle of, Baijiu. Rare seeds, clean water, hand-picked, distilled with rare rice. And the other things.
So I can see. I'm sorry, but Queenie gets a lot of bottles of cheap Baijiu.
This isn't cheap, honest. It's a really great bottle of wine. I mean, look at the price tag. 30,000 yuan.
You're in the bricks. Price tags are transient. One moment, please. Yes, madame? This will suffice as a gift. Thank you. You can go across and see the madame now. Just put your gift on the table and go on through. She's waiting for you.
Thanks.
Go on, she's waiting for you.
Step softly, young lady. The vibrations are throwing off my precision.
Oops. Sorry.
Tut tut. No talking either. We're closed today, but seeing as you got past my girl, I guess you have legitimate business.
Yeah. Hiya. Well, sort of.
Yes?
I'm with the Uminska campaign. Uminska, Leia. Unity?
I'm quite familiar with the Social Democrats, girl. You work with Baruti Marfane, then? He's a nice man, genuine. You can tell he believes in his work. Do you?
What?
Why are you in politics, young lady?
Zoe Castillo. I'm, in politics because... Part of it is because I want to make a difference. That may not be the whole truth, my main motivation, or even the most honest answer, but it is true. I want to make a difference.
Making a difference isn't always what it's cracked up to be. Take it from me, I've lived a very long time. I've spent the second half of my life making up for the mistakes of the first half. There's a sort of symmetry to that, I guess. We all come to understand that our choices and actions have consequences, some more than others, and mostly in ways we can never anticipate or control. Such is the nature of the universe.
It's embarrassing, but part of the reason is that I have time to spare, and I wanted to do something valuable with that time. I had time to spare.
That's an honest answer, at least. Many great deeds have been committed because there was time to spare, although I'm certain there are more altruistic ways for you to spend your spare time. Why the Social Democrats? Why Uminska?
I want to make a difference, and I have the time to spare. But the truth is that I don't know why I ended up working for the campaign.
Very well. Let me rephrase that question. Whittle it down for you. Why Uminska?
Kaiser Wolf, Dieter Gross, the Marxists. I wouldn't want to live in a city governed by either of them. Maybe unity isn't the perfect option, but in this case it's certainly the lesser of many evils. There's no one else.
It's not the most passionate or convincing of arguments. If you're here to sell me on the idea of supporting her campaign, you're doing a frankly terrible job of it.
It's time to bring out the big guns and tell it like it... Oh God, I'm not good at this. But honestly, why would anyone want to vote for anyone else? Leia Uminska is the only candidate who can change things for the better. I've actually come to believe in a lot of the things Leia Uminska says. I've never been very political, but this seems to matter. I believe in her.
I take it that that's why you're here. To tell me how much you believe in Leia Uminska, and to convince me to give her my full support.
I'm not Baruti. I don't have enough faith in Uminska or the party. And maybe Queenie will feel I lack conviction, and I fail, and we lose the Chinese vote and Baruti's job. Great. Fantastic. Sigh. I just wanted a chance to talk to you about our campaign. Maybe the honest answer is that I don't know. It's the campaign I ended up working for. She's certainly better than Kaiser Wolf. Probably better than Dieter Gross and the incumbent government. And I don't see the Marxists getting their shit together anytime soon, no matter what Nela thinks. I honestly don't know.
Still, Manu save us from those who believe they have all the answers. I was like that once. It's debilitating, but curable. No matter. Zoe Castillo, was it? Do you know what that name means in Spanish? Castle. Fortress. And Zoe is Greek and means life. Are you alive?
What?
Your eyes. It's like part of you is asleep or dreaming.
I was sick. In a coma.
Yes, that would explain it. What can I do for you, castle dweller?
You probably know why I'm here.
I can make an educated guess. But I wasn't really thinking about your campaign work. I was thinking in general. Is there anything you are looking for?
The conspiracy, the coma, the fragmented memories. I want it all to make sense, and I want to stop feeling like I'm not in charge of my future. More than meaning, maybe I'm simply after belonging somewhere, with someone. I miss Dad. I miss me. And I don't miss who I used to be. Whiny, petulant. I'm happy to have changed, but something is still missing. It's not remembering that haunts me the most. Not knowing exactly what happened to me. I can't even trust myself because sometimes I feel like a fraud, an imposter. Without our memories, can we really be ourselves? I want to remember what happened to me before the coma.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it?
That was really inappropriate. I don't even know why I...
Not at all. Now I know who I'm speaking with. Shall we discuss politics?
Really? Yeah. All right. So, we, Uminska, the Social Democrats, we're wondering if you would...
Support Uminska and the Social Democrats in the election, I know. I'm thinking about it. You see, Zoe, the most important thing for me is this community and the people who look to me for guidance and support. They trust me, and my judgment. I know that I have to take a political stand, and I know that stand will have implications and repercussions. The Blues have left me alone, never bothered me. Dieter Gross is a safe choice, the status quo. Wolf, I do not trust. I have no wish to see him or his European Dawn thugs in power. The consequences of that would be on the scary side of unknown. The Marxists are preoccupied with rhetoric, demonstrations and marches, grand speeches and even grander gestures. I don't think they'll get in my way, but they do get on my nerves. And we have your Social Democrats. They are the compromise. I usually abhor compromises. In this case, however, the extremes aren't very attractive. And so it comes down to this. Prove to me that your party cares about this community and the people in it, and you'll have my support.
How do I prove that?
The Eye's been increasingly successful at keeping undesirables off the streets. That doesn't mean they're not here still. There's a city beneath the city, populated by those who have fallen through the cracks. People with no home, no identity. Old, young, children. There's a girl, a young girl, Hanna Roth. I was in contact with her, but now she's fallen off my radar. I haven't seen her in days. I'm worried that... Help Hanna. Find her. Tell her Queenie is looking for. If you can, bring her to me. If not, just make sure she's all right. Do this for me, and we will talk politics again.
I'll do my best. But where do I start?
Nela Wuchang. She sells food...
Up top. The food court outside Seshadri Tower. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know Nela. She's a friend of mine. It's incredibly weird.
No coincidence. No story. I guess you were the right person to ask, Castle Dweller. Hanna mentioned some odd jobs she'd done for Miss Wuchang. I don't know the details. I'm guessing deliveries.
I'll start with Nela. I'll let you know when I know more. Thank you, Miss...
Queenie will do. I left my old name behind somewhere. I had no use for it anymore.
It's weird that she doesn't want to use her real name. What did you mean you left your old name behind?
Names are like clothes. Sometimes you grow out of them.
I always thought names were more important than that.
Maybe so, maybe so. Mine wasn't. Mine was used up. It reminded me too much of my past, so I changed it. There have been many. A whole closet full.
So, before...
No, Zoe. I'm Queenie. That's all there is to it. Now run along. I have work to do, and so do you.
She said there are so many lost people out there, so many homeless children. Why Hanna?
You mean why this particular girl, and not 1,000 others? The others are names, faces. She's a person. She's important to me. That's all you need to know. And now you've taken up enough of my time. There is work to do for both of us.
Queenie. She's working. I shouldn't disturb her again. I really do get why she's so respected. She has this aura of absolute authority. She read me like an open book. No, more like she made me open myself to her like a book. And then she read me like a book that's open.
Thank you, Miss Castillo. You can leave now. There's really no need for you to linger. Our meeting is over. Please, I need my privacy.
Did you get what you came for?
Sort of, maybe. Yes?
I'm glad to hear it. Have a fruitful afternoon.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in ProPass. Yee-haw, I got a hankering for giving you directions.
Nela's food cart is right outside Seshadri Tower on the upper level. I'm going to Seshadri Tower.
The tallest tower in all of ProPass. That'd be right here, sweetheart. Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shooting crow cowboy to give you directions to anywhere in ProPass, you just call on the Crow Boy.
What do you want?
What?
Yeehaw!
Who? Me?
The superhero from my dream! You're her!
Sorry? I really don't... I'm not her, whoever she is.
Yes, you were in my dream! You told me it'd be alright, and it was. You helped me wake up.
You're mistaken. I don't even own a dream machine. I couldn't possibly have been in your dreams.
It was you. You were there. I don't use it much anymore. The dream machine. Most of the time I say no, just like you told me to. I read instead. I'm reading a lot. The book I'm reading right now is about this girl who's dreaming, but doesn't know she's dreaming. I'm worried about Mum. She's always in dream time. She prefers that to being awake. She doesn't eat much, or go outside, ever. Thank you for helping me. Zoe, right? Thank you, Zoe.
How do you... I didn't... What? What the hell was that all about? I don't know her. Do I? She looked so familiar, but I haven't seen her before. I'm certain of it. Gone to restock, back soon. Odd. Nela doesn't typically leave her cart during peak business hours. She usually restocks first thing.
I still have no idea where to find Nela. Perhaps she left a note or something.
Food crates. It's how Nela gets her daily deliveries.
It's a receipt belonging to Nela.
Get your map here! Crow boy here. I'm one rootin' tootin' six-barrel shootin' crow cowboy.
I heard Kaprova Street used to be one of the main thoroughfares before the latest construction work in Propast. It's also where the metro station is located. Where on the map is Kaprova?
Why, that's a pretty scary neighborhood, doll. Keep your eyes peeled and your hands on your six-shooters. Draw! It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
Life's getting to you. A mundane is a juicy double cow burger. Crispy sweet cheeks. Life is dreary and meaningless.
Something's going on. Nela looks upset.
Look, Adse, I said I'd do my part.
That is exactly what you said.
But I have to draw the line somewhere. I'm all about shifting the balance of power, huh? About getting the Bonza to think twice, not about fucking shit up just for the sake of fucking shit up. That's not what I signed up for. I want to pick up my supplies and get back to feeding the barrio. If I can convert some sozzies and baton heads while I'm at it, great. If not, I move on.
That don't sound like someone's committed to the cause.
Oh, fuck off. I'm delivering as promised, no? I'm getting a friend to source me the nanotech. She has special access, a couple of days, week at most. But with the eye poking into my affairs, committing random acts of personal violation, drones and checkpoints everywhere. Time to tread a little more cautiously, lest we find ourselves bereft of food card, food, and freedom. Anything else you need me for, Bruder, I'm all game.
I remember you saying you'd walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
I need to draw my line somewhere, and this is where I draw it.
Whatever, as long as you deliver.
Colo, seriously, when do I not?
She looks a bit rattled. I hope everything's okay. And I hope she's not mad at me still. Nela looks unusually restrained.
Puta Dupek, what are you doing here?
I was just... You weren't at the cart, so I went looking.
You went looking? Are you spying on me, Zike?
Jesus, Enspan, Nela, no, I wanted to ask you about Hanna Roth.
Hanna? Hanna? What the hell for?
I need to find her.
That doesn't answer my question, and you won't find her. She's... Shayza, just stop. Stop looking, stop asking, and stop following me. This is not something you want to get involved in. Just let it go, and go. Get out of here. You're not going to find Hanna, and you're not going to ask me about her again. Go! Get the fuck out of here!
Hanna Roth will have to wait, no matter how worried Queenie may be. Nela's in a foul mood, and I'm not about to go poking her with a sharp stick. Hanna Roth just moved down my list of priorities. At least until Nela's back to her old self.
Crowdy partner. Where are you off to today?
Our apartment is off Sun and Shine Plaza in the aptly named Sun and Shine Terraces by OCG. Sunny living? Yeah. Where's Sun and Shine Plaza on the map?
Sponsored by Original Consumer Goods, Sun and Shine Plaza is the only place in Propass with an artificial sun. And it's burning hot. Yeehaw! Y'all come back anytime now, you hear?
Mr. London ain't too happy with how you're messing about in his barrios, so's he?
Easy, cousin.
I ain't your cousin, mate. I ain't your mate, neither. Mr. London says you ain't never asked for his blessings, Colo. Mr. London, he ain't too happy about that, him. Mr. London says it's disrespectful.
Tell Mr. London that I'm not messing with anything. I'm just running a political campaign. Maybe if we could have a civil discussion about this.
Oi, Essie, you talk to me, not to Mr. London. No one talks to Mr. London. And there's no discussion to be had. We have no use for your commie comrades in Propast. In this barrio, we vote wolf.
Oh, I see what's going on. This isn't about Tef or respect, is it? It's about Kaiser Constantine and his Fascio army. How much is he paying you, brother? Upset that Leia Uminska is not willing to stoop to his level and pay you off? You're just a cheap crook, London. Serving whichever master pays you the...
Hey! Let him go! Wait, what? Was that me?
Otherwise, don't get involved, Suka. You just get your fresh messed up. Wouldn't look too good with a broken piff, huh?
I didn't understand any of that, but if you don't let him go, I'm calling the police.
A palla? Shice them in there. You think the police are going to interfere? Do you know who this is? This is Mr. London. And he owns the Buller in Propast. Now fuck off before I get total anger pissed and decide to...
一個旅行嘅商人，沿途為佢嘅商品叫賣。佢賣武器同埋盔甲。有一日，佢嚟到一個村入邊，裏面住咗一位偉大嘅軍人。我嘅盾牌，商人話非常堅固，無論乜嘢武器都黐唔入，佢可以保護你不受任何傷害。我嘅長矛，商人話鋒利無比，無論乜嘢一刺就穿。將你嘅敵人即刻打倒喺地上，咁點可以啊？偉大嘅軍人問到：你有一個乜嘢都無法刺穿嘅盾牌，同埋一個乜嘢都能刺穿嘅長矛，佢哋點樣可以同時存在
I don't speak Cantonese.
商人攞起佢嘅盾牌同埋長矛，可唔可以同時存在並不重要。你個老閪！佢衝過去，用長矛將軍人刺死啦，因為佢哋喺我手上。我話事。
Just let him go. Please. He's harmless.
And let that be a lesson to you, Kutas. This is Mr. London's barrio. And the sooner you get that through your cocoa, the less mal you'll need to deal with.
Jesus, Baruti, are you okay?
I think so. Thanks for speaking up, Zoe. I appreciate it. Although, I'm not sure it was the smartest thing to do. You're on his radar now.
I couldn't just stand by and watch.
Are you sure you're all right?
I am. But I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm just going to watch Leia's stream note from the office.
Do you need anything? You don't have to stay here by yourself, you know. I can stay, or you can come home with me.
I'm fine, Sissy. Really. They were just trying to scare me. Mission accomplished. They're not coming back. Not today, at least. We can worry about tomorrow.
Okay. About Queenie and...
Let's talk about that tomorrow too. Right now, I just want to sit down with a cup of hot tea and enjoy a rousing speech.
I understand. But, Baruti, please lock the door and ring if there's anything.
I won't argue with you there. See you on Thursday, Sissy.
Take care, Baruti.